Hello guys, welcome back to Send Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about KNC. We're going to talk about GXS. We're going to talk about RCN. We're also going to talk about QLC and Request. All right. So we're going to talk about all those coins based on alphabetical order. And what type of market structure we're going to be looking for. Basically, the first one going to be GXS. We're going to talk about Kyber Network. We're going to talk about QLC, RDN, and basically next one going to be Request. All these coins basically are requesting some massive pump over the next like a few weeks and so on, as we said regarding Harmony, ONE, BTC, FET, BTC, and all of that good stuff. We talk about those coins like back in November. Those suckers are going to be 10 to 20x over the next few months, and exactly that's what we got. So we're going to be expecting these suckers also to give us some massive move over the next like a few quarters and all that good stuff. So something to keep in mind. Market, it is still extremely bullish, as I said back in February. We talked about it. Back in January we talked about it. So we've been bullish since like a 20k right here. The correction we got right there, we played it beautiful. Okay, so we played it with no problem right here. We played the correction with no problem right here. The correction we got right now, we playing it with no problem. Okay. So basically just to review what we said regarding BTC, right here we got out, right? We got in right here 43. We got out at 58. What we said after we got out at 57, 58, we said the entire range right here, it is just a correction. No need to do anything with BTC. It is just time to focus on alt. And guys, we talk about, excuse me guys, we talk about some crazy pump like over the last few days, right? We just talked about ANT a few days ago, couple days ago, our last live stream. We talk about Steam, okay guys, and all of that good stuff, guys, and many other alt. They pump massively to the upside, right? So now let's dive into the analysis regarding Bitcoin and what we could expect over the next like a few days and so on, right? So if you just joined the live stream, don't forget to hit the likes, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, join my public Telegram group, link in the description, and also let me know in the comment section after the end of the live stream what you think about the market structure. If you're bullish on any alt, put it in the comment section so I can basically take a look at it during our next live stream. Okay, so join my public Telegram group, guys, so you can get one of the best assets setups in the crypto space, guys. 10x moves, you only get it from Send Crypto. Okay, no one else will give you 10x move. Okay, 10x setup, right? So now let's go ahead and review what we said regarding BTC, right? So when you take a look at BTC on a 2-day basis on Coinbase, right? So we talk about the parallel channel. First thing first, right? What I said was like we got two options, right? Reason why I'm not trading BTC in this range is like it is a 50-50 game, and I'm not gonna be playing a 50-50 game with a 5%, 10%, 5%, 6% move. Okay, these alt, they already given us like 40% pump, 60% pump, like like storage, 120% pump. We basically nailed it, hit our target beautifully. So I'm not going to be trading BTC in this range, right? So what we said was like we got a 50-50 option. Our upside target, it is still in play. It is like 85 to 75. However, we still could potentially get a temporary support at the 2-day 21 EMA. If the pressure is if the pressure is strong enough, right? These bears could basically dip it down to the 3-day 21 EMA, which is going to coincide at the same time with the 21 EMA on the 3-day basis, right? The 3-day basis been our best friend ever since we broke above it right here back in October. Okay, October 6th. In my premium, we basically talk about the importance of the 21 EMA while MACD is staying positive. Okay, so we said once we break above it, we're not going to do anything. Okay, as long as this sucker is above the 21 EMA on a 3-day basis and 2-day basis, right? And MACD staying positive, we're going to be staying bullish. So nothing has changed at all. Okay, The only bearish setup we could I could basically talk about is like the MACD crossing bearish right here. So it is giving market a potential 25 to 30% bearishness, but that's it. As long as price action is above the 21 EMA, if it drops down here, the 21 EMA is right now 48. So if it drops down to mid 40Ks, I don't expect like I'm not expecting a the 21 EMA to support the price like at the exact price. So you got to give it like 2,000 point difference, right? And anywhere down to like a mid 40K range. Okay, it is still going to be pretty bullish. So that's all we wanted to talk about regarding BTC on a 2-day basis and all that good stuff, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC in terms of wave analysis, right? So if you take a look at BTC in terms of wave analysis, if you guys been following me long enough, right, you guys know, right, when BTC was dropping right here, what we said, okay, what we said, guys, we're gonna take it back up. That's why we long it at 43. Okay, we're gonna take it back up to 48, 58 to 61 area, and we're gonna get out. Why we need to get out? Because we got a potential flat correction, right here, right? So which basically also coincide with our support at the 3-day 21 EMA / 2-day 21 EMA, just about like mid 40Ks. Okay, once we get that move, get the double bottom right here, while the 50-day cycle while we basically starting the new 50-day cycle, we could basically pump to the upside, right? So now let's get the transition to the 50-day cycle, right? So now let's take a look at the 50-day cycle. The 50-day cycle, what we said back in January, right? We said the next 50-day cycle, right? If we open the when we open the next 50-day cycle on February 20th, we could potentially see some sideways correction, but I did not expect like a market to be moving sideways for the entire 50 days. Okay, so if we go back in 2016, 2017, right here, we only had like one 50-day bearish cycle. Okay, and that cycle was like before we break bulls broke the all-time high right here based on closing basis, right? That's the only bearish 50-day cycle we experienced. After that, every 50-day cycle back then basically was pretty much flipped bullish, right? So right here, so that could be the first time if we close the cycle below 56, because we opened the cycle at 56. So if we close the cycle before if we close the cycle below 56 before April 10th, right, we're going to be closing bearish, and that's not going to be good at all. But we're gonna take a look at it after, because I don't expect like the next 50-day cycle to be bearish also. Okay, so something to keep in mind, right? And another thing we need to keep in mind also is like the sell volume on the 50-day cycle is extremely low, guys, right? We got nearly like, let's say, like 17 days to go, right, to close the cycle, right? And the volume is pretty low. So guys, it means like we're gonna get some volume. Okay, we're gonna get some volume over the next like 2 weeks. So if that volume is going to be buying pressure, it means like we're gonna flip the candle bullish. That's why I'm still staying bullish, because the macro scale, it is still very bullish. Okay, so low sell volume, and we got like 2 weeks to go. Okay, today is the let's say 25th. Okay, we're gonna close the cycle on the 10th. So we got like 16 days to go. Okay, over the next 16 days, we're gonna have to get enough volume to basically break the resistance right here at 58. Okay, so macro scale, it is still very very bullish. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC on a 3-week cycle, right? So 3-week cycle, we're gonna close the candle like in a day or so, right? So we open the cycle on the 5th, so we're gonna close the cycle on the 26th. Okay, so we got 24 hours, guys, to close the cycle. So cycle, it is still bullish, so nothing bearish. So as you can see, since like a September, guys, since September, we've been basically pushing to the upside on the 3 weeks basis with no bearishness. Okay, no bearishness, right? So take a look at it on Heikin-Ashi. Right here, what we said back then, like right here, you know, back in January, we said the Heikin-Ashi, guys, it is extremely bullish. No sign of reversal at all. Okay, in order to get a sign of reversal, we're gonna need some down pressure, right? Some wicks to the downside, something like that right here. Okay, we're gonna need to get these wicks to the downside on the, you know, on the 3 weeks basis, and we're gonna flip bearish, right? So, but you know, if you're looking for bearishness on like 8 hour, 6 hour time frame, all that good stuff, I don't think it is a good sign to define a macro bull trend. Okay, I don't see like I don't know why why bears want to be so bearish while the macro scale, it is extremely bullish. Okay, so the next cycle we're going to take a look at, it is going to be the quarterly cycle, right? So let's take a look at the quarterly cycle. So you take a look at the quarterly cycle, guys. So sucker is pretty bullish, man. So so as you can see, last time we closed above all-time high back in October, the October 2013 high right here, $700 on the quarterly basis. We closed above like $9,900, right? And basically after that, we never looked back. Okay, never looked back. Okay, for nearly like 4 quarters. Okay, 4 quarters. So after we close above all-time high, right? So right here we just close above all-time high, and that's the first quarterly cycle. So we need like at least 3 more cycles, okay, to basically try to go all the way up there. Okay, so let's see if bulls gonna be strong enough, right, over the next like 3 cycles, right, quarterly cycles, to basically pump the price all the way up there, right? It could be very challenging, but let's see. Sucker is pretty bullish, right? And we got a beautiful parallel channel on the macro scale. If you take a look at it on the quarterly cycle, closing basis right here got rejected at 20K. So we could expect some rejection over the next like a few months, somewhere around here. Okay, if we're gonna be still in a bull market. Okay, sucker could do something like that and do something like that also, but that could be we're gonna take a look at it later on if we get rejected by this mid trend line right here, this median line right there, this yellow dotted line. Okay, and beautiful support right here back in 2013, rejection, support right here. Okay, rejection, support right there, and now we're facing another potential rejection. So let's see. Okay, I'm bullish. So but let's see what we're gonna get next quarter. Okay, if we break above it, that's going to be pretty bullish, because we're going to be going all the way up to like a 150 and so on, right? So hey, what's up, MJ? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks a lot, Walik, Sarah, thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks a lot, PO. So we're going to take a look at all that good stuff, right? We're going to take a look at Wi-Fi. We're going to take a look at CX, all the hope you're enjoying your ANT call, right? The ANT pump. We talked about it during our last live stream. We said a sucker can pump at any given time, because the pressure was getting just crazy, man. It was getting a you know, crazy pressure from the bulls, right, to pump and sucker pump like near 150%, right? So now we're done with BTC. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum very quickly before we talk about our alt. So Ethereum, it is basically following BTC. So we're gonna start off with Ether BTC, right? So so Ether BTC got a nice double bottom at 0.618 right here. So it is looking to break the you know, support line right here in a, you know, head and shoulder type of a formation. It is still holding pretty strong. Okay, it is still holding pretty strong. If we break it, we're gonna be looking for support right here all the way down to, like, you know, 0.026. Okay, that's the next fib level to keep an eye on Ethereum, right? But since like I'm still bullish on Ether, we just have to wait for confirmation to break the support at 0.03. Okay, 0.03. It is still at 0.03. So if we break it, we're gonna, you know, take a look at it later on, right? So now let's take a look at Ether BTC. So Ethereum BTC, pretty strong downward on our MACD right here. I hate these type of MACD curvature right there. Whenever you get your MACD curving like that, it is actually not good. Okay, we talked about it during our last update. So Ether not looking good at all. Price action breaking below the 21 EMA. MACD already bearish right here. We never crossed bullish. That's why I was not you know, taking any long position on Ether, because MACD never crossed bullish. Okay, so we said we're just gonna suck it up and wait for a potential you know, bullish setup, since like we're bullish. But based right now on Ether, they in control in terms of like a correction. Two type of correction we could anticipate. It is going to be either a triangular formation, right, or we could anticipate a flat. Okay, so we could anticipate a flat or a triangular formation. So it really doesn't matter as of now, because both setups are calling for a potential support right here. Okay, so the big difference is going to be, are we going to be pumping afterward, right, after the retest of the 1400s range, 13 to 1400 range, or are we going to be moving sideways and basically rally to the upside? That's the only difference. Okay, but both setups are, you know, basically pretty much calling for a support right here in this blue box, right? So let's see what we're gonna get over the next like a few trading sessions, right? So let's take a look at Ether on a 6-hour basis. Let's take a look at it on the 8-hour actually. So 8-hour, we breaking below the 100 EMA. That's a bear flag right here. Could not break below the could not break above the 21 EMA. So you can see like a 21 EMA was a nice support right here. So we broke it engulfingly on the 8-hour. So we would be expecting like some continuation. For the short-term traders, they're going to be trading this range, and they're going to be looking for support right here, which is like 1509. Okay, and 0.786 going to be like 1411, 0.888 going to be you know, 1350 right there. Okay, so Ether still on a downtrend. We're gonna need a potential reversal pattern over the next like a few days and so on, because we're still gonna need, okay, a bullish divergence on our 6-hour. It means even if we bounce off right. I think the live is back on. I think I was talking about Ethereum, so I'm just gonna go back and review Ethereum, since like the live was down. Let's go back to Ethereum. So basically Ethereum, just to finish off what we just talked about, right, before the live stream cut off, right, we said we could just pay attention to this potential pattern over the next like a few days and so on. So anything below 1500 all the way down to 1300 range, it is going to be very accumulative for Ethereum going forward, right? So something to keep in mind, volume is decreasing, right? Price is decreasing right here. You can see like since like a January 10th all the way down to like a May May 24th, something like that, right? Price is decreasing, volume is decreasing, so it is very accumulative, right? So nothing crazy for Ethereum. So the white line going to be our initial pattern we're going to be paying attention. If we get rejected right here, we're going to look for another reaccumulation down in the blue box, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at GXS. So GXS, okay, so when you take a look at GXS, a beautiful setup, very accumulative, right? Price action just pumped above the 21 EMA. So kind of like Aeon, right? We talked about Aeon when Aeon was double bottoming right here at 200 sats, right? So GXS looks pretty bullish going forward, right? So we're going to be looking for immediate resistance just about 3000 sats, which is our 3-day 100 EMA, right? And 2-day 100 EMA going to be just about 21. So it could be very volatile, anywhere from like a 2000 to like a 3000 area. Okay, something to keep in mind. We talk about it on ANT, and ANT blast off all the way up to the 2-day 21 EMA, right? So next one it is going to be a Kyber network, or KNC. So KNC, nice setup, right? We nailed it in our premium. We've been accumulating KNC in this range of like low below 3000 range right here, right? So retested the support area of 2800, looking to break our resistance of, that's the resistance right here, 2-day 100 EMA up to the 3-day 100 EMA, which is basically our October accumulation range. Okay, November accumulation range right here. You can see that we got double top, double bottom, continuation pattern. That's why we cannot break this range of like a 5,000 to a 6,000 area, right? Something to keep in mind. Once we break it, we're going to be looking for our September highs right there, 9,000, and after that we're going to be looking for our 20,000 target. Right now we just about like 4,000. So that's another potential 4x to 5x move we're going to be looking for over the next like few weeks and so on, right? So the bearish setup, it is going to be a potential reaccumulation all the way down to 1500 sats, right? So I was expecting like sucker to drop down first all the way down to 1500, right? But we did not get the retest of the bottom. So if we do not break out right here, we could still move sideways right here and basically break out sometime in Q2 or Q3, right? So it is not a short-term trade for me. So it is a long-term hold, right? All the way up to 20,000 or higher, right? So we just don't know. It could blast off like tomorrow. I just don't know. That's why I'm saying like it is a good hold just in case we do not retest the bottom. When I was given like, let's say when I was given like, well, I'm gonna give you a good example like I gave back in November, 1 BTC. When I was given the setup for 1 BTC was right here. We started talking about it, okay? But I gave the setup back in November, right? First week of November. That's when I gave the 1 BTC setup right here. And I was like, it is a good level to buy 25 to 30 sats. Bang, okay? 25, 30 sats. And dollar cost average all the way down to 18. Sucker dump all the way down to 17, okay, all the way down to like even 13 sats, right? And guess what? Our target back then was what, guys? We were looking for 10x move, right? And after that, we're going to be looking for, guys, the 20x move, right? So we hit our target and basically hit all the way up to 400 sats. Sucker, it is still a good hold. You get these type of setups with Sun Crypto, okay? But if you've basically been panicking on like whenever BTC drops, take a look at what happened since like January, right here. What happened like mid-February? Big dump. Remember the Valentine live stream we had, right? Bitcoin was dumping. Sucker dump all the way down. Did we panic? No, we did not panic. So if you panic on this dump right here, right? Dump like 50%, but it was still a good hold, right? Because target was not a 10% target. Target was all the way up to 250, and sucker pumped like nearly 40%, 50% after that, right here. Okay, you can see like sucker pump 60% after, you know, our maximum target range. So beautiful setup. So if we go back to KNC, I'm expecting a similar setup for KNC. My question is like, is sucker gonna be retesting like the August lows, right? August 2019 right here, right? July 2019 low. That's the only big question. But we know the parabolic move is there. Okay, is it gonna start from like a, you know, 2700 all the way up to basically 40,000, right? 30,000, 40,000, which is like May 2018 high right here, right? Or we're just gonna have to basically suck it up all the way down to 1500 and basically still take it to the upside. The potential is there. Okay, potential is there. Not financial advice, but something to keep in mind. We've been pretty successful with these type of setups, so it's not the first setup we are playing right now. Okay, so another good example is like Dragon Chain. Dragon Chain, we basically started buying Dragon Chain right here. It is a similar setup, you know. When sucker was bull flagging right here in our premium, we said it is time to buy Dragon Chain. Anything below 300, that time it was like 250, something like that, 220, and we said anything below 300, it is going to be a good buy. First take profit right there, 700. We hit 699, guys. We just updated Dragon Chain like less than 2 weeks ago, and sucker pumped already nearly, guys, right here. Okay, nearly 230, over 200%. Same exact setup, guys, same exact setup. So and we're still bullish on it, so it is still a good hold, and you know, for a potential move to the upside. But now let's go ahead and move on to the next setup. The next setup, it is going to be QLC. So QLC, it is red on the day, but it is still a good hold. Something to keep in mind, sucker is pretty bullish. Gonna be looking for the August resistance right here, and after that we're gonna be looking for our June resistance. That target right here, it is just a matter of time for the bulls, but they're gonna get there. That's just 100% like guarantee for the bulls to get to like a, you know, 485.50. It is just what it is. But the June rejection back in 2019, that's a target for most alt, right? If the pressure is strong enough, we could be taking it all the way up above 600. Okay, so something to keep in mind. So pretty bullish, pretty aggressive. Sucker is pumping to the upside with low sell volume. As you can see, no one is selling right here. MACD above the histogram, so nothing to say about this sucker. It is pretty bullish going forward. All right, so pretty bullish, right? So let's go ahead and move on to Raiden network. Okay, Raiden, pretty, I don't have anything to say about Raiden. I like the curve right here. We talk about it, guys. So pretty bullish. Just need to break the 100 EMA resistance right here, right? And we're going to be looking for this blue box right there. Okay, we're going to be looking for the blue box. Can it dump lower? Yes, it can dump lower. If it drops lower, we're just going to get the U-turn and then basically follow the yellow line. Okay, but since like market is pretty bullish, selling pressure is very low while we pump into the upside. During the accumulation also, selling pressure is pretty low. If we break above the 100 EMA, which is like 1400 sats, right? We could pump you know, another 50% easily, up to 21, excuse me. and then 25, and then 45, right? And we got the home run target all the way up to 85, which is like March 2019 right here, double top. Okay, so June prices is right there. We already retested our June prices back in like August, so I don't think like it is going to be a big deal. Okay, I don't think it is going to be a big deal to basically let's check one BTC again. That's December 2019, August, right there, June 20, June, right there, same exact price where we got rejected for most of these alt, right there, June 2019 prices. And you can see like sucker pump like nearly what? Sucker pump nearly 250%, 250% above the June 2019 prices, right? So if we go back to I think RD and June 2019 prices, we could be looking for, yeah, let's say 50%, right? 150%, right there. We could be looking for all the way up to like 11,000, 12,000. So sucker could give us a potential 10x move from a current price, or even like from the bottom, whichever come first, right? So of course from the bottom gonna come first, right? So now let's go ahead and move on to request. Okay, request is requesting a pump, okay, a mega pump. Okay, I'm gonna repeat it. Request is requesting a mega pump. Okay, why I like request, if you notice well, I'm using FETN1 as an example, right? Because you know, we've been pretty bullish on all those alt since like November, and these alt right now, like a request, RDN, KNC, they basically following the same pattern, right? We got other like setups, okay, just like that, ready to some of them already, you know, up, okay, but these ones, you know, any dips right now for request, right, it is going to request some buy orders right there. It's going to be like buy me right here, okay? Anything below you know, let's say 250 all the way down to like 125, it is going to be a good buy. Request was one of our top pick, like back in the reason why I'm picking request again is like we did well with request back then, right here, June, right? We picked it, sucker pump all the way up to nearly 400, right there, and dump right back down. Okay, so it did well back in June all the way up to July. Okay, it got the job done actually very quickly, May to July, and said goodbye. Right now we could be getting the same exact move. If we dump, we got the 21 EMA at 180 on a 3-day basis as a support. Anything below it going to be a steal, right, for the bulls. Okay, let's talk about the bearish setup now. The bearish setup is like just to drop all the way down and get the U-turn, right? That's the only bearish setup I can find right now. Okay, so could just drop down here, move sideways, and then get the parabolic move. So it is not a short-term trade. It is not something like I'm expecting for this sucker to do like even in April. If we get it in April, great, right? But a 10x move, I don't expect it like in like 2 weeks or so on, because we got target all the way up to 2,000 sats. So that's a 10x move, right? I don't expect it like in 2 weeks. So just have to be patient with this sucker, right? Okay, so we basically talk about BTC, we talk about Ethereum, so we talk about GXS, Kyber Network, QLC, RDN, and Request. Keep an eye on those coins going into like a Q2 or even like Q3, because guys, these targets are pretty much 10x move. Okay, so something to be patient with, right? So now let me take a look at your request. So let's take a look at OXT for curving. Let's switch layout. Give me guys 1 second. Right. Let's take a look at right. Thanks a lot, guys. Make sure to hit the likes if you just if you're new to Send Crypto, right? Don't forget to hit the likes and subscribe. Make sure it is blue. If it is not blue, it means you did not hit the likes, right? And make sure to subscribe so you can get my updates, right? So now let's take a look at OXT. So OXT BTC. So OXT BTC, it is another gem, right? This guy gonna basically blast off, like it's gonna blast off. That's all I can say, right? It's gonna blast off, right? So looks pretty pretty healthy. Just got a nice double top right here, so which is pretty normal right there. So just need to break this range of 1400 sats, and we could say goodbye and be looking for 1800 sats and so on, right? So it is still a pretty good hold going forward, right there. So sucker could blast off at any given time right now, at any given time. Support level to look for, we still got support right here now. If it dips lower, we're gonna get the support right there, right? So yeah, ICX BTC is holding well. This Reza in a house, thanks a lot for tuning in. So let's take a look at I'm gonna go take a look at Raiden BTC. So Raiden BTC, it is not one of my favorite chart, but it doesn't look bad, right? So we got a blue box right here. Just have to hold strong in this range. If not, it could be dropping all the way back down right here in the trend line. I don't have any range set up, right? So but let's see if like we're gonna hold strong in this blue box, right? Another dip, another dollar. Exactly, you got it right. So I don't know, most people have been panicking since you guys remember the first sell-off, the first week of January. That's when I've been saying like sucker, it is still bullish, so no need to be panicking. We got another dip, like that was the 30k range, right? So let's go back to BTC. The 30k range dump. Yeah, that's what we said on our previous live stream. We could get this flat correction right here all the way back down, right? But if you remember the 30k dump right here, when sucker dump all the way down from like 40k to 30k, most people been saying, oh, we're going to be looking for 24, 20, and I was like, guys, stop looking down too much. We already dropped nearly like over 25%, right? Why you want to look down like for another 2%, 3% when you know your upside target is like, you know, right here we were looking for 50K. So price action was 30K. Why look for 4,000 point drop when you could be getting like over, you know, you could double your money. Okay, you could double your money instead of looking for 10%, 15% drop right here. Okay, that was too aggressive. Okay, that's why we were buying anything below 30K. We said don't sell your BTC right here. Right here you can see like 2-day 21 EMA, we right back on it. Okay, even though we got a potential flat correction, I'm not even sure if we're gonna get it. I'm just waiting for confirmation, but I'm not even sure if we're gonna get it, to be honest, right? That's why I'm not selling. Okay, I'm not selling my BTCs, right? So can we get there? Yes. But am I going to be selling? No, I'm not. Okay, I just wait for confirmation and we stay with the trend, right? That's the best thing to do. I mean, if it drops low, great, because we're just going to long it, right? So it means, let's say BTC drops, let's say it drops 12%, right? Let's say you're holding one BTC, right? At 52,000. If it drops 10%, right? 12%, you at like 45,000. Instead of having like 52,000, you're gonna be having 45,000, right? However, when you take a long at for one BTC long right here at with 2x, right? 2x, right? If sucker pump back up right here, just about like 52,000 again, right? You're gonna get 1.3, right? Because you're gonna be up 30%. Do you see what I'm saying? Remember, if you just wait for a sucker to dump, you take a 2x long back to 52, that's going to increase your BTC holding by 30%. So I don't know why people are panicking. So sucker dropping is actually good in the bull market, right? It is good for the bull market. I'm not bearish, but I'm welcoming the drop. So let's go ahead and take a look at ERN. I don't know what ERN is. I can find the ERN on Uniswap. So it doesn't have enough history for me to do anything with it. It is just going ballistic. So maybe give it time for, let's see. Just give it time like for the next few days, you know, or even few weeks to give us a proper chart. But unless you want to go with fundamentals, I don't do fundamentals, right? If you want to go with the fundamentals, you just hold it. It can go crazy, okay, if the fundamentals are pretty strong. Okay, even if it dips lower, it can still go ballistic if the fundamentals are strong. Okay, but too early to do any speculative analysis on it. Let's go ahead and take a look at MJ. MJ is asking for NEO. Let's take a look at NEO. So NEO, I'm bullish on NEO. I'm holding NEO. I'm just buying like on a weekly basis. What we said regarding NEO on my other layout, we said we could potentially drop all the way down to 25. We dropped all the way down to 31, so it is still a good hold. It seems like that could potentially be wave 1, 2, that's wave 3 right there. That could be wave 4, okay, and 5 to the upside. Or we could just say wave 5 is right here. But I think like this wave is too short to be wave 5. Right here. It's too short to be wave 5. It could be wave 5 for the wave 3 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? And you get wave 5 of 5. Is what I'm saying. So it is still correcting. That's the best way to look at it right now. It is still correcting right here. If that's wave 3, we could be looking for retracement all the way down to 236 right here. 236, it is at $29. So we already retested 31, okay? And 382 going to be at 17. So I don't think we're going to retrace down to 17, but you know, anything can happen. If we drop all the way down to 17, that's going to be a steal, right, going forward, because the macro structure is pretty bullish. Even a deep wave for retracement going to be still a potential move. So NEO, it is still a good buy going forward, right? And you can see like our 2-day MACD, 2-day 211 EMA, it is still above the 100 EMA, so no sign of bearishness. I mean, sign of short-term bearishness, but we're gonna need MACD to flip bullish again right here. So yeah, if I was short-term trading NEO, right, I would have got out right here, but I'm not short-term trading, so I'm welcoming any dips. Okay, even if we dip down to $25 to $17, that's still going to be a big buy, right? Remember, this sucker was like $2 a year ago. Okay, March 24th, sucker was like two right here, just about like $2. Okay, $2. So it is still massively up. It is like, you know, 1600% up in 20 not 24 hours, but in 12 months. You know, not bad at all. So Sarah is asking for Wi-Fi. So let's go take a look at Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, it is still a good hold. So Wi-Fi, I'm bullish on Wi-Fi right here, right, right there. It is still at support 21 to 22. It is slightly below 21, but it is still a good hold in this box. Okay, we just need to break above the 21 EMA on a 2-day basis, and next resistance is going to be up to basically even 37 right there. If you remember, we took a nice long position on Wi-Fi last time sucker was at, you know, 1700. We took it all the way up to like 27, and then it dipped down and then pumped back up to 34. So right now it is just back at support area, swing low to swing high. We already dipped down to a 0.618, pump to the upside. So if we retest the 0.618, it is going to be just about like, let's say 1792, right? Low sell volume. So, but if we break it, we could be in slight trouble all the way down to 14, 15, right? 100. So still consolidating. So it is still moving sideways. So we're going to take a look at Aeon, man. Tariq is saying, is BTC going to 48? We already talked about OXT. What do I think about ANKR? We talk about it. I don't have any like personal setup for ANKR because it looks like you know, FET and Harmony. It's the same setup. That's why they both pumping to the upside. I think somebody asked in our premium, so what I said was like, sucker, it is still a good hold. So, and it blasted off like all the way up to you know, right here, our next, you know, target resistance right there. Yeah, so it is still a good hold, same setup. So if you notice, well, request is right here. Request is right there. Okay, very choppy, very choppy. Request and GXS also right there in this range. So guys, let me know what you think. Let me take a look at the chat room. Somebody want to take a look at Aeon? Peter? Let's go ahead and take a look at Aeon. Aeon is actually pumping beautifully. I think we're above 550 now. It pumped above 550, so that's what a great time to be holding Aeon right now. So it's a great time to be holding Aeon. So Aeon, we spotted it, guys. That's so crazy, man, how I spotted Aeon right there, guys. Right here, that's when I spotted Aeon, and I notified my premium. We said, guys, anything, you know, at or below 200 sats, it is going to be a good buy, you know, right there. Even up to 300 sats, it is going to be a good buy. Even at current level, Aeon, it is a good buy, man. So Aeon still holding very strong. We could get the breakout very soon. At any given time, we up, you know, nearly over 100%. Not nearly, but we up like 150% from the bottom. Okay, just by holding Aeon, right? So just by holding this sucker. Oh, you can hear the train. Oh, I didn't even hear it because I'm used to it. So we talk about Aeon. Let's take a look at a link. Yeah, so link could be dumping. Oh, link could be dumping, man. So link, it is still consolidating, right? So we have support area right here. On a 2-day basis, we broke the 21 EMA. MACD is pretty strongly bearish. So yeah, next support area going to be the low $20, which is the 100 EMA. If we break a current level of 24. Okay. Low sell volume. So let's see if bear is going to be strong enough to break the 24. However, if we break it, we're just going to take it to like a 20 to 19. ENT. ETN, not ENT. So Electroneum took off, so that's a very good hold right here. I think we talked about it previously, right? So if you're holding Electroneum, you know, since like February, that's beautiful. Okay, if you notice, well, I think Aeon is making the same move right here. So Aeon is just about this range right there, and Walton also, Walton chain is looking to break this resistance right there, the mid-August resistance. So sucker broke it just like Dragon chain, and it is taking off. So it is already 500% up since like the mid-February lows. So major targets to anticipate, that's going to be right there at, you know, just about like 105 sats, right? For some reason KuCoin gives you too many decimals, so you just got to be cautious. You just have to read 8 decimals and that's it. You got 2, 4, 6, 8, that's 68. And so resistance is going to be just about like 109 to 110, and we're going to be looking for, after that, I'm going to be looking for the resistance right there, almost at 200 sats. So sucker was down to like 10 sats. So it is basically repeating the harmonic setup. That's it. It is just repeating the harmonic setup. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you short-term trading, it's different story, because this price drops. Okay, this price drop, you're gonna see it all the time throughout the bull market, right? And it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse during the bear market. So it all depends what you're looking for. If you're short-term trading, you know, link dropping to $20 going to be a big deal. Okay, if you're long-term trading, link dropping down to $20 going to be a steal. You see what I'm saying? So it is all subjective. Okay, and I think like anything below 24 down to like a 17, 18 going to be a steal. Okay, because you're looking for like $80 all the way up to $100 target. Okay, so we've been through, if I don't know if you guys remember what happened back in March 2019, March 24 exactly. Let's go back to BTC. I think March 24, right? March 17, right? We had some big, right here, February. Yep, March 24, right there. Remember this big dump right here? We dropped down to the daily, that's February right here, March right here. Okay, we got this dump right there, March 24th right there. Before that's the last dump we got on BTC before the big pump. Because I remember exactly why, because back then on the 24th of February, right, we dump, okay, on the daily 50 EMA. Check it. So so back then what I said was like before the pump, exactly guys, what I said was right here, okay, so back in like February 17, I was like, we're gonna pump all the way up to the daily 100 EMA, and we're gonna get rejected and drop right back down to the daily 50 EMA, move sideways, right, retest it and pump to the upside. That's how we played out. And because I was watching for the head and shoulder pattern formation right here. If you go on my channel, you watch all my videos like back in 2019, right? Like let's say February 2019, okay? Like February 17, 18, right? The video I explained it well, short-term update, okay? It said gonna pump, retest, move sideways, bang. Okay, so if you guys panicked, right? Back then, right here, Bitcoin dumped down to like a 37 from like 42. You're gonna, oh man, we're gonna be going down to 1800. Okay, so, but same thing right now. If you panic, right, and you're gonna be like, oh man, that's the end of the bull market. We're going to zero and all of that good stuff, right? You know, yes, it doesn't look good. Okay, it doesn't look good since like March 14th, but it is only 2 weeks. Okay, you think about it, the uptrend, okay, started since what, right here, October 7th, October 6th, okay, so that's over like 5 months, okay. It's been on an uptrend, but a 2 weeks downtrend, if you cannot handle a 2 weeks downtrend, I mean, you shouldn't even be buying Bitcoin right now. Okay, you shouldn't even be, because once we start the bear market, it is going to be like a 9 to 12 month downtrend. You see what I'm saying? So something to be prepared, right? And be mentally prepared, because we all up right now, massively up. If you've been holding Bitcoin alone, you're not trading or doing anything, you up like 5x since like October. Okay, you're not doing anything, and we're not talking about alt. Most of these alt, they up like, you know, if you've been following our setups, right? FET, Harmony, you know, IOST, IOTX, you know, Dragon Chain, GXS, all these coins, they're going to be up like 5 to 10x. So if you just been holding, you're not going to be you know, you're not going to worry, okay? So, but just keep in mind, once we start the bear market, you know, it's going to be tough. So, you know, it's going to be tough. Be mentally prepared for the bear market. Everything looking great right now. Every dip going to get bought up. So it is not time to be panicking. It is time to be buying the dip. And once we start the bear market, you know, it is going to be leverage time, okay, where you know, do a lot of shorts, accumulate more BTC, accumulate more ADA, because it doesn't matter, even if ADS goes to $10, $30, it's going to drop all the way back down to $1 or $3. It's not going to stay there. That's just market cycle, okay? So we have to be, you know, just because we're making profits right now, some of us making like 2x in 1 week, some of us making, you know, 3x in 1 month, some of us making 10x in one week, okay, depending on what you're holding, okay. Some of us making 5x, right? So whatever you're making, right, just be prepared, okay, for the bear market, right? Just be prepared, okay? Be prepared, guys. The one thing we did, the reason why I'm telling you is like, if we all, you know, stay with the hype, right, and do not pay attention to what's going on, we're going to repeat the same thing we did back in 2017, 2018, okay? If you remember well, back in 2018, right, when Bitcoin dropped right there, what we said was like every single trader in the market was saying, it is just a correction. We're going to 50K by July. We're going to 100K by the summer and all that good stuff. You don't want to fall for that nonsense. Okay, you don't want to fall for that nonsense. On the macro scale, everything looks great. No need to panic. At least I'm not panicking, not financial advice, right? So, you know, back in 2018, most of us basically, you know, fell for it and said, oh, we're just going to be, you know, that's a beautiful, you know, bull flag right here. Okay, we're going to be doing this. Sucker dumped 50% after that. Okay, and before that, we would already dropped down like 60%. And after that, we drop another 50%. That's painful. Okay, so best thing to, you know, have some USD, you know, have some USDC, right? Have some USDC on your wallet, right, with these profits, and look out like for the next like a 9 to 18 months, and say, hey, you know, I don't know what's going to happen within the next 9 months. I'm making enough profits. Let me just take like 20% of it. I'm gonna put it into USDC, and you know, once we go through a bear market, you know, I'm gonna be buying cheap, because all these suckers by then they're gonna drop down like 80%. I'm gonna start reaccumulating because we're all in profits right now. Okay, the only reason you would not be in profits is like, you know, you leveraging too much. Okay, even if you leverage moderately, you up massively. But if you leverage too much with these small wicks, you're gonna get you know, you're gonna get in trouble. Okay, I mean, it's different, okay? On the macro, I'm only paying attention to the macro scale. Everyone is saying like we're gonna go up, right? Yes, but I've been pretty clear on a 3-day basis, at least in my premium. I've been pretty clear since October. Okay, since October, right here, right there, right, since October, right there. Let's get my 21 EMA. I'm gonna release that video, okay? Since October, right here, after MACD flip bullish, right? October 6th, guys, I remember exactly, right? So October 6th, right there, I was like, if price action breaks above the 21 EMA, we get a breakout, that's it, guys, we're gonna be bullish, okay? Because I was bearish in this range because market was just getting rejected. But however, I was like, okay, we're gonna have to flip bullish and just suck it up till we basically cross bearish again. And right now we're not saying, I'm not saying basically a 60K isn't the top. All I'm saying is we need to break below our 21 EMA continuously, right, for me to start like considering a 60K being the top. But if I want to basically consider every single rejection the top, I'm going to be very tired. Right here you would be saying that's the top, right here you're going to say that's the top, right here you're going to say that's the top, right there you're going to say that's the top, and right now you're going to be repeating the same mistake again. Okay, so I don't think that's the best way to do it. Best way to do it is just to stay with the trend and suck it up and suck it up. That's it, right? That's it, guys. So let me take a look at the chat room again. I mean, it is, you don't want to be calling a bear market, right, when price action is not even like, let's see, 20% below, right? Price action is only 15% down, and Alt are going crazy. Bear market, Alt don't go up against BTC. It's pretty, like, most of you guys, okay, experience a full bear market. That's the benefit of a bear market. But most of you guys did not experience a full bull market, including myself, right? So I did not start buying Bitcoin like early 2017 or 2016. I started buying like, yes, I heard about Bitcoin from Peter Schiff mid, like the first quarter of 2017, but I did not get into it. Cause that time I didn't know anyone like in crypto. I didn't know what to do. I don't know how to buy. I don't know how to transfer. I don't know where to go buy. So I had to Google all of that, YouTube all of that, and read a lot of comments. So I did everything on my own. Basically, I did not have any help, any friends. Okay, actually, my friends thought I was crazy, right? So, so when I showed them about Bitcoin, they thought I was crazy. I'm like, okay, great, fine, right? So, you know. But we're lucky enough to experience a full bear market December 2017, right, through, you know, the entire 2018, okay, and now we're about to experience a full bull market. Okay, see what I'm saying? So you could call it like from I would say like from March 2020 till now, okay, so, or even later. So we will know how to deal with the bear market. Back then we didn't know how to deal with it. We didn't have any examples or like any chart pattern we could go by. All the chart patterns we could go by was like, you know, we did not trade these patterns. Okay, I did not trade any of these patterns, but the patterns, right, the patterns right here, I traded all of them right down, right. I can remember every single move I traded on a macro scale for BTC since like right here, even right there. Okay, I can remember right there. Okay, without even looking at the chart, I can remember what BTC was doing in all these macro rejection and all of that. Okay, so that's the benefit of experiencing a full bull market and full bear market. And after this bull market, we're all going to be saying we are now fully loaded with enough experience going forward. You see what I'm saying? Because we're not going to be panicking next bull market, we're not going to be panicking next bear market, and we're not going to do all that nonsense, right? So Jerome is saying 2 months ago the market was pumping. We're going to take a look at XTZ. I mean, XTZ is a buy, man. I mean, I've been saying it for a very long time. Uni. So Uni, I mean, Uni, it is still a hold. I'm not trading Uni, right? It is still a hold. Uni, we said buy it right here, right? Just like what we said regarding XTZ, when XTZ was at, when XTZ is at, you know, I mean, XTZ, it is still a buy, okay, below $5, right? Uni, same thing, very accumulative back then. It pumped it upside, $7, we said reaccumulate right there, $5, and just suck it up. It is still a good hold. We're not breaking the 3-day 21 EMA yet, so it is still a good hold, right? Yes, you know, you could take some profits right there, wait for it to retrace, right? But that's going to be taking a shot, taking a, you know, you don't want to take a, you don't want to be too aggressive too, right? Be selling out and looking to buy back cheaper and sucker doesn't retrace, right? But it is still bullish. I mean, rich is relative, right? Hey, what's up, T-Dog? EVX, we're gonna take a look at EVX. I mean, rich is relative, right? Somebody who already, you know, on like $10 million, $20, $30 million back in 2017 bull run, making a couple $1 million right now is not going to be saying like he's rich, right? Rich is very relative, right? Some people happy with half a BTC, some people happy with, you know, 0.1 BTC, some people are very happy with like, you know, even like, you know, half a Ethereum or even 1 XRP. So going into that rich conversation, going to just, you know, yeah, I mean, I remember you, yes, the Valentine Day, you know, we were selling off. I was saying like nothing has changed. We're still pretty bullish. What, guys? It was like over a month ago, okay? So let's take a look at EVX. So EVX just back to the upside, just like ANT. I like the chart. I just don't like the spikes. That's the only reason I did not. I don't have a setup for EVX. I don't like these spikes. We're in a bull market. I want to see some clean trend. And we got a setup like this too, right? I think on we got similar setup on CTX, right? So CT, let's do this. CTXC. Yeah, we got similar setup on CTXC Cortex. We got, yeah, it has some wicks, but I think it is gonna, it will overcome, okay, these wicks. AVX, it is, I mean, it can definitely, you know, pump to that level right here, you know, 11,000. Yeah, that's a target you want to look for over the next like a few months. And crypto is not down to be recovered, it's just correcting. Nothing is down, everything is just correcting, man. All these suckers are up 5x, man. Like Ethereum is 5x still since like the $300 low back in September, October. So they're still massively up, man. I mean, I don't see everything being down 20%. Let's see. I don't think everything is down 20%. Because most of the time I only check BTC pair, so I don't. Let's see. Yeah, yo-yo is back down. We took a yo-yo long yesterday from right here 71, 72 all the way up to 103, 110. Got rejected, so that was a short-term trade for our premium because I saw the breakout coming up. So I was like, we're gonna take this 30 to 60% move, and it pumped all the way up to 110. Right, so took profit. That was a short-term trade. So now it's 23% down, so it's pretty normal. Power is down 11%, but it is still above the 3-day. So I don't see anything crazy, really. Tomo, guys. I forgot to mention about Tomo over the last few days. So Tomo, a pretty good accumulation range right here, pretty nasty, right? But we just need to get out of this range of 5,500 sats right there, and we could be looking for the retest right there up to 12,000. I will wait for a cleaner setup, right? But it is very accumulative right here, especially anything below 4,000. Okay, all the way down to 2,500 right there. It is still going to be a good buy. So CHR broke below the support area. Let's check the daily 21. It is at the daily 21. MAC did cross bearish, right, below the support zone right there. Now we got a new support zone. This entire range, it is still support, right, because that's the double top. So just have to give it time to correct. Low sell volume right here. So it is still a good hold if you bought right here and you took profits along the way, right? If you got in like 70 sats, 100 sats when we called it, right? Pump all the way up to like a 1,300. That's nearly, guys, 20x. So if you took profits at 800, took profit at 1,100, got 20% left, it is still okay. It is still a good level to be buying. Again, low sell volume right here. Not financial advice, right? Do I think BTC will drop down to 43 by the beginning of April? I mean, 43 is possible. Okay, just go back and watch the first 15 minutes of the live stream, so you will understand, right? So 43, is it possible? Yes, it's possible. Is it gonna stay there too long? I don't think it will. It is a support, so you cannot ignore the support zone, right? Just because you want BTC to go up, even if we retest it, you're gonna be like, man, I want BTC to pump right back up, right? So just be patient. Any dips below 50k, starting at 3-day 21, 48, 46, 43, it is going to be buy. It is going to be buy range, right? nothing is crazily bearish right now beside the MACD crossing bearish. Price action still above the 21. So why worried? Yeah, 20% is nothing. 90%, that's what I was trying to explain to these guys, right? I was like, if you watch your portfolio down like 99%, right? So some people watch their portfolio drop like 99%, right? So I'm exaggerating. I don't know about 99%, but I know 95%, right? You know, 20% in 2 or 3 days is nothing. And BTC is only down, guys. It's only down 15%, man. I don't know why people are panicking. Back in November, right here, we dropped like 16%, right? Right here, we dropped like 16%, 17%, right? Right there, right? We dropped also 28%, right? That was like first week of January. We dropped 28%. So, right there, third weeks, I mean, the first day of the 50-day cycle, right? We dropped 20%. We haven't seen like a big candle like that so far. Like that, right here, okay? Or even something like that. We haven't seen anything like that yet to be so bearish, right? We haven't seen anything like that. Everything is pretty much, 8% candle, right? With a big rejection. That's it. Thanks a lot, Sarah, for the for the testimonial. Sarah is in our premium, right? I don't have any setup for mana. Oh, that's the 2019 setup. That was mana when we were trading mana. Yeah, but mana, it got the job done, man. Like, it is back. It retested the March 2019, March 2016, right? Not 2016, but March 2019, March 26 right here. That's the last time mana pumped. You see, these type of dates are very, very, very important, guys. I'm telling you, man. I've been telling you, okay? Most of these suckers, right, they're going to pump back up to their March 2019 prices. Remember, our last area of rejection was June 2019, right? Right? You can see right here, June 2019, right? Sucker pump right there. What we got is like we pumped back up to the March 2019. What happened back in March, I'm just going to have to repeat it again, right? That's when, March, April, right? You can call it last week of March, first week of April. That's when BTC started pumping to the upside from the 3700, right? I just showed you BTC, right? March 26, right here, okay? That's when we really started the bull trend right there. Right there, okay? That's the last pullback before the mega pump. Right here, okay, March 23rd, 26, right here. That's the first green candle, right, after the last, correction above the 21 EMA. before the bull market, right? So if you notice well, okay, March 26th, if you go back to Mana BTC, I'm not saying Mana won't go any higher, but all I'm saying is this range right here, right there, what is it, March 26th? Okay, that's when Mana basically said goodbye, right? And BTC, you know, was saying, let's go, I'm taking over. Okay, so these dates are very, very, very important, guys. They very, that's why we were so successful last year when we bought at June 2020 prices, and we said we're gonna take it to June 2019 prices for most of these alt. But right now it seems like the new rejection area going to be March 2019, right? So let's take a look at GXS. If you take a look at GXS, not yet, it is not even yet at June 2019 prices at 26,000, right? March, because for GXS, March and June 2019 are the same exact level, right here. March 26 rejection right there, started dumping. So that's a level to look for, right? Nearly like 30,000. Right now we're not even like 1,500, right? So that's nearly 20x move, like just to sit tight, relax over the next like a few months, right? So hey, what's up, Tariq? OXT, we already talked about OXT. It is still a good hold, man. If you were in our premium, we started buying right here, 750, 800, all the way down to 600. You know, it is still a good hold. We're just facing a double top right there. Once we break it, it is going to be it is going to go to the moon. Okay, you can see like it has a nice round bottom formation, potential round bottom formation. Okay, not saying it's going to take that long because these suckers are crazy. Just say it's going to do something like that, and then after it's going to do something like that. And be very rapid, just like Harmony. It will go wild. Just be patient. Tether, I don't know. I'm not trading Tether, to be honest with you guys, but I will give you my honest opinion, right? Sucker, it is still bullish. But it is still bullish, right? But right here, if you take a look at it, Tether, like from swing high to swing low, from March lows, right, up to like a crane, you know, high, which is like nearly 1 year of pump, right? It is just about 3,000%. Not, I mean, 3,000% is a lot, right? But if you take a look at our setups, right, we nearly outperform Tether. Okay, we outperform Tether. We pump 3,500 from top to bottom. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't FOMO when stuff goes wild because we got better setups. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, we talk about a FET. So Tether is not one of the best. It is not one of the best alt right now. Okay, so yes, it has a lot of hype, right? But we got something that already outperformed it, right? So we also got something that could potentially outperform Tether over the next few weeks. Okay, if you're gonna go all the way up to the top right here, you'll be looking for nearly 100x, 75, you know, 7,000% gain, right? if we're going to be retesting like the 10,000 sats from the you know, low of 100 sats, right? But I don't think we're going to retest it anytime soon. But let's just be conservative, right, and retest the April 2019, March 2019 rejection right there, right. That's going to give us 3,700% gain. It is still going to outperform Tether, but assuming like Tether is already picked, right? So Tether, it is still looking strong. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, that's why I keep telling you, if you trade like the BTC pair, you're not gonna get intimidated by the dollar, the pump in dollar. But if you just trade like the pump in dollar, you're gonna be selling your Tether, right? Maybe like $2. At $2, you're gonna sell it because you're gonna be like, oh, it has gone up a lot. But when you trade the BTC pair, excuse me, guys, you're not gonna worry too much. Like FET right now, it is still a good hold, right? The danger of holding it right now is like if it wants to make a U-turn, also something like to keep in mind. But since the market is pretty bullish and it looks like a harmonic, right, it is likely to it is still a good hold, right? I'm not saying to go buy it. You know, we've been buying at right here like 150 to 200 sats, right? So that's already, you know, average to 100, we already up like 5x. So I'm not saying to go buy it now, but sucker is still pretty bullish, right? It is gonna blast off on our next move. So that's why when it hit 1,000 in our premium, because remember we bought right here, we said we got target up to like 1,000. I was like, at 1,000 we're just gonna hold it, okay? And next target was like 1,250. We already hit like 1,300, okay? So it is still a good buy, okay? So if you take some profit at 1,300, it dips down to like 800, 900, it is still a good buy. Yeah, man, that's the type of setup you get with Send Crypto. You're not getting like all those 5% drop, 10% drop, okay? Just CND, let's take a look at CND, BTC. We just had a nice pump on CND BTC yesterday, right? Right there, we picked some CND at 51, right there, and pump it all the way up, guys, to 80 sats, 50% pump, man. So if you can get these 50% gains from this alt, you're not gonna, you're not gonna worry too much about like BTC dropping dropping 10%, 18%. So CND got still a potential all the way up to like 250 right here. So CND, it is still pretty bullish. And next level we're going to be looking for could potentially be all the way up to 400 sats, guys. That's crazy sats, man. That's a lot. That's not even much, okay, compared to like a Tether. That's only like less than 2,000, right? See a BTC cake USDT. I mean, I'm not leveraging any alt setups, like alt swing setups. I'm not leveraging any of them. Let's get some cake. So guys, make sure to subscribe, right, if you haven't done so, especially for those of you guys asking for questions, right? I mean, even if you don't ask question and you I mean, I can do anything with cake, to be honest. I can do anything. It only has like 30 days of trading. So if I tell you anything about cake, I'm gonna be lying. We got cake, pancake, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I want some pancake, but not right now. The sucker doesn't have enough XTZ, BTC. Yeah, guys, XTZ is my baby right there, man. Still, you know, still ramping up, man. Still ramping up. Just have to suck it up. Keep buying the dips, man. Ramping up, guys. Ramping up. Ramping up, guys. MACD looks pretty ready, man. The thing is, once we start the pump, it's gonna do this, guys. Sucker gonna do this. Probably give us a double crossover right here, and still could be pumping the rest of the year, right? So beautiful level to be buying some XTZ, man. Beautiful level to be holding some XTZ. But people are gonna start buying when sucker is right here. Right now we're 7,000. Once we hit like 37,000, right? People are gonna start buying, man. And that's going to, XTZ could be somewhere around like, you know, $40, $50, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at Tezos. How the market cap looks like right now. Tezos market cap, less than 3 billion. That's not a lot, okay? So Tezos, we had 3 billion market cap. So let's go ahead and, it's like number what? Number 36. Whoa, Tezos. Gotta catch up. So let's go ahead and check Cardano. Cardano is what? Man, Cardano is 35 billion. Let's check our historical snapshots. Let's take a look at March 24th. Man, look at a year ago, guys. March 24th, right? 2019. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, EOS, Cash, BNB, Stellar, Cardano number 10. Okay. Tezos, it is still very undervalued, right? Back then was like, I mean, that's 2 years ago. 2 years ago, sucker was $500 million. So we're still 4x. We only like up 4x since like 2019, 2 years ago. So that's not very impressive, right? Take a look at EOS. It is at the same exact price level 2 years ago. So you take a look at Stellar. You know, Stellar is also doing the same thing. Okay, Stellar is 40 cents 2 years ago. Okay. Only Litecoin is about 3x. Okay, so you know, only Ethereum is 10x. You know, over the last 24 months, right? Of course, BTC. Of course, XRP is also 10x. Right? XRP is at 430. Oh no, it's not $3. XRP is just about like 50% up. So I don't think like the bull market has started for these alt. You really think about it, guys. You know, Stellar is only 400% up, less than 400% up over the last 24 months, right? Only Cardano is like 1500% up, right? Over 1500% up over the last you know, actually in terms of market cap is like 20x. Okay, it's over 20x. Tron still around the same level. Tron is about like 150% up. So guys, I think like we got plenty of momentum, guys, for the next like you know, IOTA is doing well, like at 150, right? Two years ago sucker was like 30 cents, right? Look at VChain, my boy, it's 20x up, right? Yeah, VChain is nearly like 20x over the last 24 months, from like, you know, 0.005 to like nearly 10 cents, right? So that's Wave is just about like 150% up. It's like right now I think like $7-8. So it's not that Omizago is not doing bad. $7-8 2 years ago was like, so Qdom pretty undervalued. Raven is back in again in the top 50. Back 2 years ago sucker was like number 33. So it is good, guys, to go back and check these prices. So you're not going to be, Link has done well, so it's like nearly, it's one of the best performer, guys. Sucker was like 40 cents, right? Nearly 100x if it pumps to $40, because we pumped to 39. So Icon is still doing pretty well over like, you know, so Engine 10x. So Nano is not doing bad, just about 5x, 4x. This guy got delisted. AE. Komodo is still in the game. Yeah, Sia is not doing bad near. Pundi X back in the game. It seems like all these alt they getting the Populous still back in the game. GXC, not GXS. Factum is way off. Loopring it is still around. Yeah, it is good, guys. You take a look at Kyber network. We just talked about Kyber. So Kyber not doing so bad, right? So it is 4x up, you know, from a 24-month like high. So yeah, so I think like Tezos is gonna get the job done. So let's take a look at ADA BTC. So ADA BTC consolidating right here. So that's 1900 to 2100. That's going to be consolidation range for the next few days, and we're going to see what we're going to get after that, right? But our target was right here, 3000. We hit 3000. we could pump to like a 4,000, but let's see what type of correction we're gonna get right here. Let's take a look at CABTC. Yeah, see it getting rejected at 40 sats. So let's see if we're gonna break the 40 sats. Next level of rejection going to be at 60-70 sats. RAN USD. Yeah, RAN USD is breaking below the 2-day 21. So MACD has crossed bearish, so something, just be cautious, just in case we drop all the way down to the 2-day 100 EMA, right, all the way down to 62. And after that you got another support right here, right there. Yeah, it's temporarily bearish below the 21. Yeah, I think we're gonna get another alt season, right? First week of the month. AST, I think we talked about AST, guys. AST is also one of our top. It is still a hold for us, right? Top pick for February, right? Picked it right around like less than 400 sats right there, right? So we're still up 100%. So I don't know why people are still panicking, right? ANKR, it is still pumping. Aeon, guys, I just showed you Aeon, guys. You know, we're looking good on Aeon. DATA, we're still looking good, 6% up. TCT, I showed you guys about TCT last time, and I was like, look for a retest of 250. Beautiful setup, round bottom formation. MACD cross is bullish. So TCT, I don't have a, you know, I'm not trading it, but I'm just showing you, okay? But if I see a potential pullback, short-term trade, I might just jump in. Dragon Chain, it is one of our top pick also, guys. So storage, I don't have to tell you about the story. You guys already know. CELR right here, beautiful setup. I don't have to tell you about CELR. Sucker, it is still pretty bullish. We could be blasting off all the way up to like 300 sats. Let's say 280 to 300 sats. So it is still a good hold. it is a hold for, you know, for us in our premium, guys. So, you know, right here, that's when we started buying CELR, 10 sats, right there, 20 to 10 sats. IOST, I don't have to tell you about the story. Also a pretty good hold. Wabi, I've been liking Wabi recently, just didn't take any trade, but I've been liking it. Wabi, ADA, holding strong. We talked about ADA. AMB, it is still on an uptrend, so keep an eye on AMB for the reversal back to right here, almost 700 sats, right? So we've been pretty bullish on AMB at 40 sats, so it's still holding very strong. Yeah, I'm liking cost BTC. I like the reversal, right? I like the low accumulation right here. So cost BTC is on the move. If you paying attention to cost, so likely to break the 150, 130 range, and could be going all the way up to like 300 sats right there. It is also very accumulative. Keep an eye on it just in case we break the 1000 sats. So it could be going back up to the right here, 2000 sats range. I mean, it's not about how it is not about like how much capital one is holding for this alt. Okay, is I'm you know, it all depends how you read the market. Like cost BTC right now, I know it is bullish, but I'm not holding it, right? Because I got similar pattern somewhere, right? So I don't need to worry about like costs going up. It's not like every alt you guys ask me, or you know, we talk about during the live stream, I'm gonna go hold it. I'm not pumping and dumping anyway. I don't buy something and talk about it, right? So but most of these alt I'm showing is like they pretty bullish. Okay, like Go BTC, you know, it was one of our February pick, right? We picked it right here at 24 sats. Okay, so we picking these alt from the bottom. We're not buying, we're not pumping like after this alt pump like 3000% like Tether. Everybody gonna be like Tether gonna go to 1000, and most people who are new to crypto are gonna go ahead and buy it, right? Can it go to $1,000? Yes, but I'm not gonna go ahead and try to promote that, right? Like right now we're talking about band. We said band has a pretty good shot if we break above this resistance. You know, it could go ballistic, but it can also, sucker can also give us a U-turn right here. The parabolic move we got right here, we're going to repeat it. We just don't know if we're going to repeat it from here or we're going to repeat it from there, but it is still a good hold going into especially Q2, Q3. Like ANT right now, we got the parabolic move right here. Right now it's just moving sideways, and we could get the parabolic move. If not, it can move still sideways before the next leg up. But since like we got double crossover right here, double crossover right here, if we pump above this, above the histogram, MAC price action above the 100 EMA, a lot of people are gonna get wrecked. I don't think you can leverage it, but shorting this sucker above the 100 EMA is going to be very dangerous. Thanks a lot, Moonboy, XRP Captain. I just talked about banned BTC. Let's go. Banned BTC is it is kind of aggressive because we did not retest the March lows, right? But now let's see if it is a good hold, like for the next few months or even few years for the next parabolic move, right? Once again, we just don't know, you know, if we're gonna get it from here, right? Or we're just gonna get it from here and then pump to the upside, right? Either way you look at it, that's a potential 50% drop in BTC. All right, so if BTC doubles, it's not going to change anything in dollar value, right? Because the dollar value won't change. If it drops 50% and BTC doubles, right, banned USD is still going to be around $13, right? And but after that, right, let's say it drops down here, right around like 4,000 area, right, and we get the next parabolic move, that's going to be a potential 100x, right? So, or even if we do not 100x, we can still get the 40x. So that's something you gotta remember. Sucker basically 50x versus BTC from, like, you know, February to August. So something like something to remember. It could go through a bear market also right here and go up. Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, all these alt, they going up. They've been our setups, all our setups, they've been going up. It is just like how you wanna, you know, are you gonna be patient enough to wait? That's it. Can you wait for 4 months to get like a 30x? You know, but some people cannot wait like for 10 days to get, you know, 100%, right? It fit, you know, so you gotta wait. We talk about all these setups, like, you know, I got all my setups in my premium, right? For FET, 1 BTC, you know, IOST, you know, BNB, right? I gave all my setups like November, December, okay? Because we did not have any alt season like from, you know, August, September, October. So I gave my setups going into 2021 what to expect, you know. So I'm not giving random targets like, oh, let's pump this and on all that good stuff. I was clear regarding 1 BTC. It was a good hold going into 2021, right? So for 1 BTC, exactly on June 12th, 2020, right? I gave, you know, all detail, you know, you know, all the details needed, right, to be ready for the macro bull trend for 1 BTC. And I was not basing these setups based on any fundamental analysis. Okay, it was purely, you know, 100% charting. Okay, what we said was like buy at 25 to 30. You know, that's the first accumulation range, and we could dump. Okay, we could dump all the way down, right here. We could dollar cost average all the way down to 15 right there. And first resistance going to be a 10x move, right, up to 100 sats to 120, and then we're going to take it to 230 to 250. Saka is right now nearly 400. You go tell me 3 months ago, right, who gave you a search setup? Okay, not just one, not just one setup, but you know what I mean. Okay, another setup, CELR. Right here, I basically re-updated it right before even the breakout. Okay, that was like January 19th, right? Explain everyone. Okay, but guess what? When I send it, I send this sucker November 7th, right? Said CELR, you know, under accumulation range. Okay, buy range 20 to 25. If it breaks below 20, we're gonna suck it up. We're gonna buy all the way down to 13 and 11. Okay, first target going to be a 10x move after that, 100 sats. Second target 150, guys. That's 1,500 targets gain we were given back in November, right there. Easy, easy, guys, easy. Right. So that's what you get with Send Premium, right? You don't get all that nonsense 10% gains, right? Right, you take a look at one BTC right here, right there, right? 13 to 15 sats, guys. That's a 10x move, right? That's exactly what we said, all the way to 150. And it is not done yet. Okay, it is not done yet. I mean, it doesn't look like it. We still can hold it, right? Last 2 months, all your alt been bleeding. Not our alt. None of our alt are bleeding. Is there going to be a promotion for the premium? I don't know. Maybe next bull run. I mean, yeah, you can wait till next bull run. Oh, I mean, I think it's the bit rate, the bit rate. It is keep telling me like the bit rate is low for some reason. Be careful. Okay, we got macro targets and we got short-term targets. You know what I'm saying? So be cautious. If you're not in a premium, you see like we trading BNB to $70 and you sold. That was just a short-term target. But BNB, I can show you our BNB macro target on December 17. Our updated BNB in our premium, right? So let me show you BNB USDT macro target, and I send it in the public Telegram group also, right? And I intentionally did it on December 17, right? Because that's the end of the 50-day cycle anyway. I think December 24, something like that. I think I sent it on December 17 on my public Telegram group, and on a week later I sent it on so let me show you. So that's the BNB setup right here, macro scale. Okay, that's a macro scale. We got similar setup for Tezos macro scale. We call for this 275 to 245, and sucker was like $30 back then, December 23rd. Okay, we said we're gonna get a resistance at 55. That's exactly what we got. Resistance at 112, and the next one going to be up to 275. We're still trading around 250 to 300, even if you did not sell. So we talk about when sucker was $30. So we do not give like random targets. Okay, not random targets, right? Not like hit or miss. None of that good stuff. So be cautious. Yeah, you need to ask if you know in our public Telegram group. Just ask a question and mention my name also. Don't just say send. Just put the ad. Okay, you got some bag of NU, great. I think NU is new fire, new something like that, new fire, whatever. Nuclear fire, new cipher, whatever. NU, let's check it with this. Yeah, we got bearish pattern right here. So we got the double top right here. It moves pretty fast. All these double tops are pretty fast, like December, first week of December, first week of February. In 2 months we did a round bottom. I'm not a big fan of the current structure, so we will see. It looks like it is a 50% pullback. 0.618 to 50% right there. Yep, it is at 0.618. Most of the time when you see these big drops and they're not moving in the middle of anywhere, just expect like you can guess it is 50% to 0.618. If we break it, it is likely to retest 0.786. Right. So be cautious. You got plenty of time to add on. So AST BTC is getting us to where we need to be at. So data BTC, it is still getting enough data to get the job done. It is one of our favorite picks. You're welcome. Just hit the likes and subscribe and share the content, right? Hey, what's up, Rodriguez? Do you think Bitcoin I don't know what you're talking about, man. Just goodbye. Alright, man. It's been like almost 2.5 hours. Time flies, man. Thanks a lot, Raver. So make sure to make a comment also, just for the algos. It doesn't cost you anything. You can say anything. Hey son, you can say moon, you can say boom, you can say dump, anything, just for the algos to catch those you know. But say something interesting, so don't just say boom if you because remember, you know, other people watching later on gonna be learning also from those comments. Back in 2017, comment section was very important, right? Because, you know, you're gonna learn how to, when you ask a question in the comment section, people are gonna respond and help you out. How do you send this? How do you do this? Stuff like that. But nowadays, everybody care about like making money and not helping each other's out. But I learned a lot from YouTube comment section back in 2017. I was just reading, because sometimes like I read something, I don't know what it is, right? But once I start like you know, doing my transaction and all of that, I'm like, man, I read this somewhere, you know, stuff like that, you know. Because some people be giving like tips, be careful about, you know, when you're doing this, be careful about when you're doing that, and all of that good stuff. So you don't know what they're talking about, but once you like start like, you know, sending transaction and all of that, receiving, you know, you're gonna be cautious, right? Yeah, these days, you know, too many bots. But back then it was fun. I remember VChain. You know how I knew about VChain was like in the comment section. I was like, whenever, you know, every single video, man, people talk about VChain. Even like if the video is about like XRP, people talk about VChain. I was like, I have to look into VChain. So I started looking into VChain, and sucker was like, you know, 300 million market cap. I was like, okay, let me give it a shot. Well, it did well, you know. I think I got in like 40 cents, all the way up to like $8 back in 2017, and I didn't do any in and out, just hold that sucker all the way up to $8. And I was lucky to take profits at $8. It dropped to $6. I took some profit. It dropped to $4. I'm like, okay, it's time to say goodbye. And then you know, reaccumulate later on. But nowadays, most people cannot wait for 20x. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, 40 cents to $8, that's 20x in like first week of November 2017 to like you know, late December, January. You know, nowadays people hold, and if you hold for like a 40% pump, you're selling out, looking for to buy the dip, and it might not dip again. You know, so best thing to do is just suck it up. Like Aeon is right now 566, sucker gonna pump hard, right? And most people are gonna start taking profits too early, 600, you know, 700 and all of that good stuff, and cannot wait for like a 5,000, you know, which is another nearly 10x from current level, right? You know, 9x plus 1, that's 10, right? I mean, I only use BTC pairs like when 9 out of 10 I only trade Alt BTC. However, if Alt BTC, you know, are dropping like this, I don't want to trade Alt BTC like that. I don't want to touch them. I'd rather trade BTC, right? That's why I did not give any setups, right, back in September, October till November. I was clear. I was like, we're gonna have to wait for these suckers to break above the 21. Yeah, man, as you can see what happened right here. That's why I keep telling you Aeon gonna pump so hard, right? It broke above the 21 and retest. It could still drop back down, right? But it seems like it is breaking above resistance. Immediate resistance 650. If we break it, it's gonna be a moonshot. And we got in right here because I'm pretty much familiar with this double bottom before the pump. Okay, the first rejection right here at 320, I was like, okay, we're gonna have to dump, wait for the dump right here and then buy the sucker. I mean, if you're selling for 10 to, yeah, those 10-15%, that's not why people are in crypto. People are in crypto for those 1,000% gain, 3,000% gain, like, 10% is good, right, if you're leveraging, but if you're not leveraging, I don't think like 10% is something you want to be fighting for in a bull market. In a bear market, it is a different story. It might take a week to get 3%. So, but like AST BTC still holding, it has been going up and down over the last few weeks, but still holding since like January, okay, late January, from 400 sats. So if you've been panicking right here, you're gonna miss the breakout, because once it breaks above resistance, you're gonna be like, oh, it's gonna retest it. It's not gonna retest it. Sucker is going to the moon, right? So we've been holding right here, okay, just about 350, and we got other setups, like crazy setups, like, let's see, KuCoin right here, one of our coin right here, ADB. I already showed you ADB in our public live stream when sucker was like 4.5 sats. And we said we're going to be taking it to the 35 sats. Sucker pump all the way up to 25 sats in like less than a week, guys. That's the type of setup you get. That's 500% pump. That's what you get with Send Crypto. That's 6x. Okay. And our premium got it. We got a special video like just for these coins, like ADB, BNS, Bolt. That sucker finna kind of blast off to Bolt. Credit, right? EWT, right? VAR, that sucker pump 40x nearly, right? Right here, actually 25x versus BTC, right? We had a setup for it right here. These you don't have to put like your entire portfolio, 1.5%, 2%, and they're gonna give you a lot of gains, right? This sucker also, right, we talk about it. Okay, Dragon Chain, ICX please, Mason in the house, ICX, Iceman. The Iceman, it is still looking very icy, so it is still a good hold, man. You're gonna get this rally up. Iceman is still a good hold. Alright guys, I'm just gonna call it a day now. It's been 2.5 hours of live streaming. Then you day trading. That's day trading. Those 10%. But I'm not day trading these out. Yes, I do like quick swing trades, but those trades are not like 10%. Those trade like at least 25% and higher. Like yo-yo. We just took a trade on yo-yo, just yesterday, right there, 71, pump all the way up to like 105, 110. We got out. We don't care what's going on afterward. It could have gone up because we got a yo-yo macro target, but this one was just a short-term target. So I didn't know if it is gonna drop back down. I wasn't trying to guess or anything, right? Got in 71, right? Got out 105. That's 45% move. In less than a day, you're out. You don't care what it does afterward, right? You don't care, because even if it drops down, you don't be like, oh, I'm happy, I'm out, right? If it pumps up, I don't be like, oh man, I could have stayed in. I don't care. We just hit our target. That's it, because we got macro target for this sucker, right? So CND is another basically a short-term trade we just took, you know, yesterday, right? Take a look at CND 52, right, to 80. That's 50% move. Okay, in less than 2-3 days, right? You out. We do have a CND macro target, so we don't care about the short-term target. The short-term target was just a swing trade. You know, you got an account where you got like 1 XRP, so you buy, you know, your CND, pump, sucker pump 50%. Now you got 1.5 XRP, right? And you can take your half XRP, buy more XRP, or buy more CND itself, because you got, you know, a macro target, right? That's the difference. But if you day trade this 2%, 5%, that's not gonna do it. That's not gonna cut it. Okay. Like right now, we take a look at BCD. We have a short-term trade, but sucker dump too. Like sometimes you might be expecting they're gonna pump like right now, but they're not. So BCD right there, 23. Now it dumped like nearly 10%. But the setup is bullish, so no need to be like, I don't need to be panicking, because we still just about at support right now. Anything at or below the 21 EMA right here, it is still a good buy. Okay, and sucker can pump all the way up to like 3,000. That's a 50% move. So you just have to be patient with it. That's a short-term trade also, but macro trade gonna take us to like a 4,000. That's 100% move. Okay, that's the difference, guys. That's the difference. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, man.